Right now, man. We got the young king, man, Maki. He doing what he do, man. He talking shit and swallowing spit. So if y'all ain't with us, y'all against us. If you ain't up with the cause, you down with the fools. So look, right now, and we finna break this shit down, man. We giving y'all great game,
man, you know
so, hey, man, quit playing with them and do what you do.
Whoa, it's the Plug Podcast. I'ma tell the truth and give a fuck, get mad. We don't win the chat, and we always on the gas. If I let the bass drop, it will leave you on your ass. Do it how we wanna do it. All my niggas, they been through it. Tired to see my people lose it. The world lost in confusion. I'ma take it back the life that I've been living. In a free world, I ain't tryna go to prison. They wanna see me victim and a part of the statistics. God got me right, cause he know I'm on a mission. Niggas stopping out, giving in to submission. I really gotta get it like a card to new addiction. Baby, this me, I'm a fucking new addition. Boy, you ain't real, you a fucking contradiction. Trying to get my generation right, I ain't lying. Moving how I move every day, I ain't dying. The blind lead the blind, and they lost in the eye. You talk about a rapper, and I'm talking about a child. Mama told me to stick to my senses. Come out the shelf and don't remain victim. Get what you get outside and get bigger. Pain is a presence deep in my root. Jaw dropping jewels, Mr. Smith dropping jewels. Big Mac out in Canada, we ain't known to play cool. I ain't trying to see a transformer in my kid's school. I got Kane by my side if a nigga wanna do it. Let the bass drop, make your face drop. I ain't changed, I grew up, grow up, or don't show up, We out in the world making changes. You on the internet talking. We out in the world making changes. You on the internet banging. It don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. Comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own garment. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. I said, yeah, comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own garment. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real. I'm just honest. Baby, just honest. I'm with Cross, hopping down on that stage, yeah. Already know what I say, y'all. You in trouble. It's a marathon, no sprint. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Hey, let's go.
Hey, man, say, man, and we putting down real game right now, man. We got the young king, man, Maki. He doing what he do, man. He talking shit and swallowing spit. So if y'all ain't with us, y'all against us. If you ain't up with the cause, you down with the fools. So look, right now, and we finna break this shit down, man. We giving y'all great game,
man, you know the fuck,
hey, man, quit playing with them and do what you do.
Whoa, it's the Plug Podcast. I'ma tell the truth and give a fuck, get mad. We don't win the chat, and we always on the gas. If I let the bass drop, it will leave you on your ass. Do it how we wanna do it. All my niggas, they been through it. Tired to see my people lose it. The world lost in confusion. I'ma take it back the life that I've been living. In a free world, I ain't tryna go to prison. They wanna see me victim and a part of the statistics. God got me right, cause he know I'm on a mission. Niggas stopping out, giving in to submission. I really gotta get it like a card to new addiction. Baby, this me, I'm a fucking new addition. Boy, you ain't real, you a fucking contradiction. Trying to get my generation right, I ain't lying. Moving how I move every day, I ain't dying. The blind lead the blind, and they lost in the eye. You talk about a rapper, and I'm talking about a child. Mama told me to stick to my senses. Come out the shelf and don't remain victim. Get what you get outside and get bigger. Pain is a presence deep in my root. Jaw dropping jewels, Mr. Smith dropping jewels. Big Mac out in Canada, we ain't known to play cool. I ain't trying to see a transformer in my kid's school. I got Kane by my side if a nigga wanna do it. Let the bass drop, make your face drop. I ain't changed, I grew up, grow up, or don't show up. We out in the world making changes. You on the internet talking. We out in the world making changes. You on the internet banging. It don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. Comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own garment. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. I said said, yeah, comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own gauntlet. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real, just honest. Baby, just honest. On with cross, hopping down on that stage, yeah. Already know what I say, yo. You in trouble. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Hey, let's go.
Yo, we back at it, man, like crack addicts, man. Homie, don't play that. Salute, man. Salute King Day and salute the upcoming of all the great people in this world that has made an impact in our lives that we don't even know to this day. And it's my job to shine light on it and bring forth and let y'all know and give y'all some of this good game on our culture and history. And again, happy birthday, King. But we're going to also build off the Dream Day too and let everybody know at that time before King, there were people that were actually dreaming and they were doing big things that we just don't know. Prime example, I'm going to give y'all some game on this guy right here. This guy named Alonzo Herndon was actually the first black millionaire that was in Atlanta back in the 1800s. His story is remarkable, man. Like I said, he started off, he was an emancipated slave. He got his hustled on the side corners. The great thing about it, he ended up going back. He left his house and then he ended up going to Atlanta. So when he went to Atlanta, he picked up a trade on how to cut hair. Well, he got real good to the point where he actually created a barber shop. To this day, is considered one of the biggest, most elegant barber shop there was. Of course, being back in those days, it was crazy because he couldn't even get service in his own barber shop. He had to go through the back door when he even had, this barber shop, you had it. And it was right downtown in Atlanta during this time where whites and blacks lived in the South. This man had like a lot of money. He did well. And this just shows you the hustle game. So I appreciate everybody coming in. We're going to build off a remarkable man, again, for the history that's coming up this month. But we're going to get started and start shining light in the 1800s about who people and how people really had money that people don't know. And that Atlanta, a matter of fact, this house is still sitting there. So you ever get a chance, you can just look it up. Mac, salute to you, Mac. You can look this up. This house is still sitting there, right? Salute, Tommy. So we're going to go ahead. I want y'all to see this. We're going to continue to build on this. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Let's go.
Alonzo Herndon was born in 1858 in Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner and a field hand. He stayed on the plantation after emancipation. He lived in...
Hit that like button, guys.
Thomas. And he was able to become a sharecropper. From then, he decided to go into barbering, becoming an apprentice, and then opening up a series of barbershops here in Atlanta. The Crystal Palace was the most profitable one of the most immaculate barbershop bathhouses in the entire country. He had a full running operation with the barbershops and the bathhouses. He also purchased units of property in Vine City. He was able to establish Atlanta Life Insurance Company, which now sits on Auburn Avenue. Alonzo Herman was very respected in both the colored communities and the white communities. However, his business was located on Peachtree Street, and as a result, they had to abide by the laws of that time. So he was unable to be serviced in his own barbershop. He was unable to go through the front entrance of his barbershop. Alonzo Herndon purchased a 1-acre lot in 1905. Craftsmen were able to work on it and have it completed by January of 1910. The majority of the design that you see as you walk through the home was designed by Adrian.
Hit that like button. They're talking about his wife now.
He fell instantly in love with her beauty. Once they were married, he allowed her to have that independence. Alonzo was devastated when his wife died. He loved Adrian very much. Norris, Adrian and Alonzo's son, was devastated when she passed away. Alonzo had a lot of influence within the Black community. Alonzo was the financial backer for the Niagara movement, which turned into the NAACP. Altogether, Alonzo had about 1 full year of formal school training. However, he was able to utilize different skills, different talents to advance and to get him where he was, the richest African American man in the South. Alonzo passed away in 1927, leaving his second wife, Jessie, and his son, Norris. Norris went to Atlanta University for his undergraduate degree, and then he also went to Harvard School for his graduate degree. Norris Herndon gave to the community as well, providing funds for civil rights activists from the Atlanta University Center. Norris did not have any children, nor did he get married, so as far as the group of Herndons who lived in the house, it pretty much ended there. The Herndons are considered success stories. The Herndon home is a tangible example of that success story and that struggle and achievement. It's just a tangible way to understand what type of hindrances they had to navigate through.
So there y'all have it, man. Alonzo, this guy right here, didn't have but a year education. This is what I'm saying. This is the stuff that we need to start learning and knowing. This guy came, he was an emancipated slave. His wife was on stage, was a singer. When they realized it was her, the house that he built for her was extravagant. It was a 15-bedroom home. Everything was hand designed by her. He spared no expense. He told her because she wanted to leave. The story, she wanted to leave and go back upstate and go north. Salute, Mr. Smith. I'm glad you're able to make it, Mr. Smith. I'm going to drop this link. You know what I'm saying? I want you to build on this so a lot of people don't know. Stay in your brain, Maki. You're more than welcome. I would love to have some kings on here for King Day. So y'all more than welcome to come on here and bless the panel. And let's talk about how, yeah, Maki, let's talk about how people, again, Maki, remember we talked about it, the mathematics, right? 1 + 1 = 2 everywhere. So again, at this time, in 1927, he passed away, but then his son lived on. So it just makes you think this man started from hustling side jobs to being a barber to having the most exquisite, biggest barber shop there was at that time in the United States. He was the first Black millionaire in Atlanta, Georgia at that time. That's amazing. We're having a year of education. That tells a lot about our culture and our upbringing. 140 people in the building, y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Shout out Mama Smith. Shout out Mama Smith. Salute to you. So yeah, so a lot of times we get caught up so much on this, you know, on and no disrespect on King's birthday, and they do that for a reason for us. So we just stay stagnant in what we know. But then it's got to be other things that's got to be better. Salute, Mikey. Appreciate you, King. You got you sideways. There we go. What's up with you, brother? I think you're on mute. Your mic's not on. No, I can't hear you. Already. That'll work. Yep. Yeah, salute to Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we're gonna build off this because again, this showed again, like I said, this young kid, I keep saying kid because again, at our age, they still kids because their brain ain't fully developed. But this young man, they end up taking the life of a young lady that didn't want him. And instead of him pushing to do better, we got somebody like this, for an example, that will allow himself to get out there. He didn't use the fact he didn't have an education. You know, when I tell people being Black and slow, meaning as in you don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? You know, one thing that they say, and even CW says sometimes, he said, you know, and the word says it too, is that God protects fools, babies, and the elders. So when you go out there and you don't know no better, you like, I'm just going to be the best that I can be. I don't want to be in this situation no more. That's usually what happens. You know what I'm saying? You end up being the best that you're going to be. And you end up doing things and sacrificing things, you know, like me pushing this, you know, this culture history on y'all to let y'all know this ain't got nothing to do with no race wars. This ain't got nothing to do with no beefing. This don't got nothing to do with nothing. It's to educate us so y'all can take this clip, put it on there, or y'all will go read. And then y'all will start doing that on y'all platforms. That'll be amazing to me. Already. I'm saying instead of us wasting time, I tell you, you can buy a watch, you can't buy time. If you ain't doing something on the field, you need to be doing something in the airways, at least to give some acknowledgement of your levels of your, you know, your levels of learning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please put this on there. You know what I'm saying? It needs to go on there. These are the things that we got to start doing as a collective group. And it's nothing wrong with it because we're not stretching it. We're not stretching it. We're not changing it. All right. We're just telling the truth. Because you got to remember, I tell people, a truth with a little bit of lie is still the truth. But if you walk in truth, you can detect the lie in that truth. Right? The truth is the truth, but a truth with a little bit of lie is still the truth. So you got to be able to decipher the BS. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we going from one upload to three. Yeah, we're going to do this, man. We're going to run it up. 137 people in the building. Hit that like button. Again, we're talking about the first black millionaire in ATL in the 1800s. Again, salute to him. Coming up on this month is coming up, Alonzo Herman. Again, that's why I said I appreciate y'all coming here listening. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, and I appreciate y'all getting this game because we all got different game. Every one of us that roll together, we got different game, but we bring something unique everywhere. You know, all lanes that we do. You know what I'm saying? The people I hang with, we're unique, and that's what makes us stand out. We don't need nobody else to validate our gift. And that's what people got to understand. You don't need another person. I don't care if it was 2 people on here. I'm still going to spread the message because the message, the purpose is bigger than me. And that's what people need to understand. You know what I'm saying? Old preachers used to say it just like this. My pastor, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Pastor Pittman. Pastor used to always say this. I don't care if don't nobody come to church. I'm still going to preach to the clock. The clock will be right in front of me. I'll stand right in front of that clock and I'll preach to it like I had 100 people here. Because sometimes stuff like this needs to be out. And then I get discouraged and I, you know, try to figure out ways to push it out because a lot of times they stop me from, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm figuring out the game. So I'm just giving out. I'm not talking about nothing hateful, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that be controversial. I'm just giving the spit game truth. Straight fact, straight, like we used to say, straight raw, uncut, straight raw, straight drop. Not raw and cut, dog. No cut on it, dog. We don't put no cut on this. So, again, I appreciate everybody coming in. We're going to play this back for the ones that didn't see it, the people that's standing out there. Y'all hit that like button. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let's go.
Alonzo Herndon was born in 1858 in Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner, and he stayed on the plantation after emancipation. He lived in the fields.
So think about it. He was a slave, and he also was a field hand. You know, a lot of people don't understand that field hand was a field Negro. You know what I'm saying? That was his job. Salute, Terry. See you. Appreciate you coming in, man. We're talking about building about, you know, the first black millionaire in ATL back in the 1800s. You know, they tend to tell us about, you know, everybody picking cotton and all this other retarded stuff. But then we do know that, yes, it did happen in certain areas. But then they also know that there was prominent before then, there was prominent black folks. So I just want to know through this history, why we weren't taught this, why they don't teach us this, and why do we not go look for this? Because it's right there. Trust me, I go and look at names and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know who this person was. I didn't even know who this person was. And they're there. It's just that, hey, why would somebody tell you your story when they're telling his story? Again, his story is history.
Alonzo Herndon was born in 1858 in Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner and a field hand. He stayed on the plantation after emancipation. He lived in the fields. He lived in a cabin with his mother and his brother Thomas. And he was able to become a sharecropper. From then, he decided to go into barbering, becoming an apprentice, and then opening up a series of barbershops here in Atlanta. The Crystal Palace was the most profitable one of the most immaculate barbershop bathhouses in the entire country. He had a full running operation with the barbershops and the bathhouses. He also purchased units of property in Vine City. He was able to establish Atlanta Life Insurance Company, which now sits on Auburn Avenue. Alonzo Herman was very respected in both the colored communities and the white communities. However, his business was located on Peachtree Street, and as a result, they had to abide by the laws of that time. So he was unable to be serviced in his own barbershop. He was unable to go through the front entrance of his barbershop. Alonzo Herndon purchased a 1-acre lot in 1905, the property into the Herndon home. 10 black craftsmen were able to work on it and have it completed by January of 1910. The majority of that you see
That's a beautiful home. But look at this barbershop, man. Just look at it. I mean, but he could cut hair. They would let him cut his hair in their own shop. That's the shop right there on Peachtree. I mean, look at that. And then the inside, the elegance of it, like top notch. I mean, that's amazing for a person that ain't have but a year education.
Alonzo Herndon purchased a 1-acre lot in 1905, the property into the Herndon home. 10 black craftsmen were able to work on it and have it completed by January of 1910. The majority of the design that you see as you walk through the home was designed by Adrian. He met Adrian in church. He fell instantly in love with her beauty. Once they were married, he allowed her to have that independence of being a university professor. Adrian passed for Creole and changed her name.
Hold on, let's go back. Because again, we're talking about wealth. We're talking about history. Now let's talk about his wife. I like that.
He met Adrian in church. He fell instantly in love with her beauty. Once they were married, he allowed her to have that independence of being a university professor. Adrian passed for Creole and changed her name to Anne Dubignon, so she would be able to attend the Boston School of Expression. And of course, once people found out that she really was a woman of color and that she was Mrs. Herndon, she was basically banned from the stage. Alonzo was devastated when his wife died. He loved Adrian very much. Norris, Adrian and Alonzo's son, was devastated when she passed away. Alonzo had a lot of influence within the black community. Alonzo was the financial backer for the Niagara movement, which turned into the NAACP. Altogether, Alonzo had about 1 full year of formal school training.
One full year.
He was able to utilize different skills, different talents to advance and to get him where he was, the richest African-American man in the South. Alonzo passed away in 1927, leaving his second wife, Jessie, and his son, Norris. Norris went to Atlanta University for his undergraduate degree, and then he also went to Harvard School of Business for his graduate degree.
Wow, he went to Harvard.
Norris Herndon gave to the community as well, providing funds for civil rights activists from the Atlanta University Center. Norris did not have any children, nor did he get married. So as far as the group of Herndons who lived in the house, it pretty much ended there. The Herndons are considered success stories. The Herndon home is a tangible example of that success story and that struggle and achievement. It's just a tangible way to understand what type of hindrances they had to navigate through.
Salute, Mr. Smith. Salute.
Salute, plug. What's shaking, man?
Not much. So did you get a chance to see my boy Alonzo?
Yeah, I'm watching it now. I didn't know nothing. Never heard of him. Never nothing. I didn't know history book, anything. See, this is stuff that makes me mad right there. Like, if they tell us things like that, bro, you know, like how they have everything else, the history books, maybe we'll look at ourselves different as a people.
Facts.
First black millionaire in the 1800s.
In Atlanta. Now think about it. Earlier we talked about Sarah Rector. Sarah Rector was the first 12-year-old that helped build Oklahoma. Black girl off of oil. So if she was getting money back then and he was getting money back then, bro, something don't sound right. The math is not lining up, bro. I don't care what nobody. I'm just saying, nigga, I ain't just this nigga in the world, but I told you I was gonna show you some stuff that was gonna mess your head up, dog. You couldn't imagine the stuff I'm gonna show people this month coming up. It's gonna really blow a lot of people's mind because people are not aware of none of this. That's why I said when you walk in purpose and you walk in who you are and you go to looking, you don't got time to deal with nobody else because you're too busy looking. Like that's why I tell you I don't have time. I'm looking, bro. It's stuff I'm looking for. I don't know what it is, but I come across so much stuff. But that's why I be telling you my brain gets overloaded. That's why I don't have the time to store the frivolous shit, because that shit don't help me. Because you would, if I were to engage in certain things, then you wouldn't know nothing about this man.
Yeah, see? I showed him in the deep dive too, and the 12-year-old in Oklahoma. You talking about racist Confederate states back then, real Confederate states, and they were millionaires. I didn't know that, bro.
And think about this: he was a million. He had the barber shop he had was the best in the world. I mean, we're in the United States at the time. It was the best one. It was the only one that basically at that time was state of the art. Hence, like Nip tried to do.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But was held back. That's why I tell people it's a lot of us out here, bro, that, man, the things that we could do if we just go ahead, and this man had, and I tell everybody, we sit there and we talk about, thank you, Lulu, and we sit there and you talk about things of the nature like, for example, right? You say, man, the white folks, they held us back then. And then when I show you this, you're like, okay, so he might not have cut hair, but they ain't turned his money down back then. He had the biggest building on Peachtree. He probably like, fuck it, I'll still get the money.
Yeah, what would I care? I'm still the owner. You see my hair?
Come on.
You see my hair? I mean, make all the stipulations you want. I'm getting the bread. I mean, god dang, I just hate that they ain't teaching us in school, man. We hear all the messed up stuff and Indians and the cowboys, or you know what I mean, man. Why we can't see stuff like this in books? Because it might be that young kid that's like, okay, I might not cut hair, but I can own a barbershop like he did.
Come on. Instead of being the worker and not knowing that it's obtainable, because doing it back in the 1800s.
Yeah, man. They say we could do what? Play sports. Or the worker, you're still a worker playing sports. You're still playing for an owner. Instead of us being the owner, not knowing we could. Maybe we seen little things like that about the 12-year-old that built the whole state. Oklahoma.
If it wasn't for her 100 acres, nobody wouldn't even. She had so much. Think about it, and that's how they do these dudes. They get all this money. Had so much money Instead of them for her to be, because they wanted their class to look better, they label her white. So the white folks class. Salute, Miss BTV. We just talking about the first black millionaire in Atlanta. A lot of people don't know Alonzo Herndon. He was he was an inspiration, man. He started off a emancipated slave, hustled, his mama didn't even know. He used to sneak to go to Atlanta to learn how to cut hair. He started cutting so people knew him, where he got his hustle up. He was a cold one. He got his hustle up to have his own barbershop, not just have his own barbershop, but have the best barbershop on Peachtree during the 1800s. That's crazy. And did you know, Mr. Smith, that house, that's why me and my wife was thinking about going, that house is still there. You can actually go. It's actually there. You can go check it out. It's called the Herndon estate. 15 bedrooms.
I know now. I see why there's a lot of black millionaires in Atlanta, and that's why they go.
Come on.
Maybe they knew he didn't. Maybe they know. So they know about him. He's from Atlanta. Now I see why it's Black Hollywood. I mean, now it makes sense. You know what I mean? They don't teach us this to Texas. No. You know, unless you just, go looking for it. And I love history, and I never even came across that guy ever at all. Like, I didn't know he was a slave and became a millionaire. I ain't never heard of that before ever in life. That's why I think it is more to this story than what they teach us. You dig? If we so persecuted, how we got all these black millionaires in times where we ain't supposed to be nothing but indigenous workers, as they say now in the history book. They took slave out and put indigenous workers.
Exactly. You see how they did that? They had to, because again, but when you see what we looked at in Oklahoma when I was showing Maki yesterday, when they did the treaty include, which messed me up, which include blacks, Indians, and indigenous people. That messed me up. I'm black and slow. What do you mean blacks, Indians, and indigenous people? So who was the indigenous people then? If blacks did you know at that time, blacks got 600 blacks during the treaty, all got land, at least over 100 some acres at that time. Did you know that?
I mean, I didn't know that, but it's like we talked about, like your grandparents, my great-grandparents. They came from land, so that's why I be confused sometimes with history. They had land. They cooked their own food. They lived off the land. Some of our people still do have it. I'm talking about us. We got land, but we don't know how to farm them. We don't know how to clean it up because we so far gone from the truth now to where, let me go buy this.
Because we done turned into them. Now we need them. They needed us for their assistance. Now we need them for everything.
And then we got this sister in Oklahoma. That's mind blowing too. Her people kept the land, and look what was on the land.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Dang, boy. But then maybe that was the play. Maybe that was the trick to make us feel like we didn't own nothing or had nothing.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I tell people history is exactly what it is. It's his story. And they say history is doomed to do what? Repeat itself. But take history out of it and put his story. Hence why we got the same Martin Luther King speeches and the Harriet Tubmans and stuff, but you ain't got the Alonzos and you ain't got the Sarahs. Because his story is doomed to repeat itself if you don't fix it. Don't never forget that. His story, not history. His story is doomed to repeat itself. I be telling people, you got to see how they play, dog. It's everything has a reason for it, bro. It has a reason. And they ain't shit done on accident. It's done on purpose. And whoever wins the game, you get to control the rules. If me and you was playing and we was playing ball and I beat you, I'm gonna say, okay, let's play horse. Either you're gonna play horse with me, but you don't know. I never told you the rules. I just said, let's play horse. In the middle of the game, I started telling you, we're gonna do it this way. Peace, 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 Jonathan. Salute, King. Happy King Day. So, Jonathan, we talking about the first black millionaire. I'm gonna run this back for everybody. Peace to everybody that's coming in here, man. I wanted to give y'all a great bill, have an eye opener for y'all, and let y'all open y'all brains. So Again, salute to y'all. Let's keep going.
Alonzo Herndon was born in 1858 in Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner, and
hit that like button.
After emancipation, he lived in the fields. He lived in a cabin with his mother and his brother Thomas, and he was able to become a sharecropper. From then, he decided to go into barbering, becoming an apprentice, and then opening up a series of barbershops here in Atlanta. The Crystal Palace was the most profitable one of the most immaculate barbershop bathhouses in the entire country. He had a full running operation with the barbershop and the bathhouses. He also purchased units of property in Vine City. He was able to establish Atlanta Life Insurance Company, which now sits on Auburn Avenue. Alonzo Herman was very respected in both the colored communities and the white communities. However, his business was located on Peachtree Street, and as a result, they had to abide by the laws of that time. So he was unable to be serviced in his own barbershop. He was unable to go through the front entrance of his barbershop. Alonzo Herndon purchased a 1-acre lot in 1905, the property into the Herndon home. 10 black craftsmen were able to work on it and have it completed by January of 1910. The majority of the design that you see as you walk through the home was designed by Adrian. He met Adrian in church. He fell instantly in love with her beauty. Once they were married, he allowed her to have that independence of being a university professor. Adrian passed for Creole and changed her name to Anne Dubignon, so she would be able to attend the Boston School of Expression. And of course, once people found out that she really was a woman of color and that she was Mrs. Herndon, she was basically banned from the stage. Alonzo was devastated when his wife died. He loved Adrian very much. Norris, Adrian and Alonzo's son, was devastated when she passed away. Alonzo had a lot of influence within the black community. Alonzo was the financial backer for the Niagara movement, which turned into the NAACP. Altogether, Alonzo had about 1 full year of formal school training. However, he was able to utilize different skills, different talents to advance and to get him where he was, the richest African-American man in the South. Alonzo passed away in 1927, leaving his second wife, Jessie, and his son, Norris. Norris went to Atlanta University for his undergraduate degree, and then he also went to Harvard School of Business for his graduate degree. Norris Herndon gave to the community as well, providing funds for civil rights activists from the Atlanta University Center. Norris did not have any children, nor did he get married, so as far as the group of Herndons who lived in the house, it pretty much ended there. The Herndons are considered success stories. The Herndon home is a tangible example of success story and that struggle and achievement. It's just a tangible way to understand what type of hindrances they had to navigate through.
111 people in the building. So what do you think, Mr. Smith? Give me your game on that.
Hey, you know I got to put it in my own words now.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He hustled the game. I see what he did.
Yep.
He never said he was black. Some of the white boys, hey, if you think I'm a white boy, okay, cool. Let me get this land. Let me get this loan. But he never denied he was black. That's why when he found out, okay, we know you did that. We like you, though. But we can't have you going in the barbershop. But we still going to pay you. Man, that dude was a hustler.
Yeah.
That dude hustled the whole game, man. God dang. But nah, that's just cool, man. That's just a cool story right there. A slave to go from a slave to being the richest black man in Georgia, racist Georgia,
Facts.
man,
Facts.
that is, that
Amazing, ain't it?
is amazing. I didn't want to
It
say it
gives
because
it gives you a chill down your back. It give you a nah, man, it
yeah,
give you a chill down your back because you like, man, damn, these kids and stuff just don't know, man. They just don't know. And us as adults, that's the thing about it. I got it in where he fit in and made it happen. Yeah, he got in where he fit in and made it happen, dog. It was
yeah, that's why.
yep.
Yeah, whoever said that, that's
Yeah,
that's
Jonathan said
exactly
it.
what it is. Yeah, Jonathan,
Yep.
he got in where he fit in. Okay, you want to pass me as a white boy? I ain't even know nothing about him in the double AC. Was the money
See
behind the double
that?
AC?
Yeah. See that?
Yeah,
And
man. Now
hold
it
on.
makes sense.
Don't forget, don't hold on. Hold on now. Don't forget Sarah was too now. In the A, she was
Okay.
too. Remember,
Yeah,
she put that money behind. She graduated from Tuskegee. So she put that bread behind. That's what people don't understand. She put money there too, up in the A. That's where they pulled her. So think about how much money was in the A.
man. I
You
think
had
it
the
might be.
richest black girl in the A at the time. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, man. I
Math.
just
The math ain't lining
it
up.
ain't.
The math ain't lining up.
Nah, it's not lining up. I think it's a lot more millionaires we probably don't know about. I
What
mean,
is?
like you say, how
Oh, I said, trust me, it is. It is a whole lot more to blow your mind.
I just like how he finessed the game. And once they
Yeah.
find out, hey, he never denied it. Yeah, I'm a brother. I never told y'all I
Now,
wasn't. Y'all thought I was this. I never
and
said I
look,
wasn't.
and then they like now. Look, they like now what? He like now what? I already got it. Now what? Now imagine he had a 15-bedroom house at that time, bro. And I'm glad
Yep.
that we got a chance because now let's take a tour. Let's take a tour of the house.
Okay. And then you know they weren't gonna let nobody
Y'all
mess
hit
with
that.
him or boom. He the money. He probably brought so much money to the probably rose the economy so high to where no, y'all can't touch
About 100 years to be exact. Barber, step into the Herndon
All right,
Home
here we go,
Museum
guys.
in Vine City. You immediately step back in time. About 100 years to be exact. Barber turned Atlanta business mogul Alonzo Herndon had the elegant mansion built for his wife, Adrian. Constructed almost entirely by black carpenters, the home and each room in it tells the story of a social circle.
Now you heard. Hold on now. You heard what he said. Now let's go back. You heard what she said, didn't she? She said all
yeah,
built by black carpenters.
yeah,
So wait a
man.
minute. So you telling me there was black carpenters back then? That means black folks had businesses, black carpenters during that time? You got to pick up on the wording. It
Now
said he
see why
hired
everything
and employed.
black
Ain't
folks. Yeah, that's crazy. It
that
ain't
something?
crazy, but
Ain't
it
that
is
something?
crazy. Yeah, it get see
Yeah.
that right there make me think about the rappers and the millionaire people, you know, the brothers and sisters that came from the struggle. You see how this richest dude in the world, he never forgot where he came from, had black workers. Everything in the house
Never
designed by
forgot.
black folks,
Come on,
from
man.
top to bottom, black
That's
folks.
deep.
So
Top
if
to
he can
bottom.
do that back then, why we can't have the people? See, that show you how close we was back then, man, as a people. If
Yep.
I got it, you got it.
Yep.
I might not give it to you, but I'm gonna make a way for you to get the money. Hey, go get this. Go
Get
to
to the bread.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm
All
gonna
I all I ask you do is represent your name, stand on your name, and do a good job. That's all I'm gonna pay you what you weigh. Just do your job. And that's how it was.
yeah,
So you
that's
telling me at this time he was getting it built in 1905. So it was black carpenters then. So let's start over, y'all.
Step into the Herndon Home Museum in Vine City. You immediately step back in time. About 100 years to be exact. Barber turned Atlanta business
Hit that like button.
for his wife, Adrian. Constructed almost entirely by black film, and each room in it tells the story of Herndon's journey from a social circle boy born into slavery
Got beautiful
to a
that home.
prominent entrepreneur who founded the Atlanta Life Insurance Company on Auburn Avenue.
Can you imagine this room full of people?
That's crazy.
Jaleesa Smith takes a lot of pride in sharing the Herndon family story, especially with young people who she says can learn a lot from Herndon's will and sense of self-determination.
He sold molasses and he sold honey on the side of the road until he had that money, and that is the foundation that the entire Herndon legacy is built on.
Smith wants to ensure every student involved in the Herndon Home Foundation's Game Changers program understands his principles of social entrepreneurship.
How can I also, help my peers? And I think that we try and instill that as we give them that very structured instruction.
I feel like it's made a real impact on how I see things now.
BookerT.Washington High School senior Damian Watkins is dually enrolled at Clark Atlanta University, and Anasia Harris is in Kip.
There you go, Mr. Smith. Like they said, imagine that room at nighttime, all them rich black folks up and throwing parties because they threw parties better than the mother folks did. See what I'm saying? Something don't sound right there. They got Louis Vuitton's cutouts, handmade. Bruh, come on, bruh. That house still there. Why is the house still there? Wouldn't during that time they would have took the house?
Man, like you say, something ain't add up. Now I see why Atlanta, like I say, why so many black millionaires. And then for a kid to be in high school, a senior, and they walk into a house like that, seeing how big it was, and we talking about we struggling right now.
Think about it. Think about it. The house was built in 1900s and it's still there. Something ain't right.
It looked like a modern house.
Don't it?
I didn't even know they lived like that back then. I didn't even know the houses looked that extravagant.
Listen, hold on. Let me tell you, that was a 15-bedroom house. He had a 15-bedroom house.
Yeah, that's a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie. Did you look at the chairs though? I wonder if all that's the same as it was when he left.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a museum now.
God dang, that mud nice.
Bro. But look, this what he found and owned. We forgetting this. The insurance building. That's it. See what I'm saying? It's still there.
Still there. Man, this make me want to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, I told you.
I ain't never been. I wouldn't mind going to go see that house, walking in there and looking at it.
Man, I'd probably get chills. Might make a nigga tear up and be like, yeah, nigga, okay. See, I go to places like that, like, okay, yeah, all right. It's time to get to work.
Just wonder why, man. Well,
it's time to get. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that. That ain't no regular crib. That ain't no shack right there. That ain't no shotgun crib.
Yeah, that one room bigger than my apartment.
Yep. That was him right there. Made sure. Look at that. The Chinaware. They said his wife, everything she designed everything. He told her anything you want, so you can be safe. Anything you desire, you can have it. That's gangster. Look at that. Look at that.
Brown table, white chair.
And you talking about 1900, and here we are now, 2023, and niggas can't even get an apartment. Niggas talking about they need to get their apartment together.
Man, you can't, man, we so hateful now. We can't even get each other a job or point each other in the right direction.
Fact.
No, this mine, I got it. You get it how you get it.
Yeah, Jonathan said, that's what Jonathan said. Real talk, Jake. Jonathan said, Jonathan said, I'll go there and come back on one inspired like a month. Real talk. Yeah, man, that put chills. Just me. Y'all don't realize when I read this stuff, man, I get so, boy, that's why I talk the way I talk, and I be telling Ms. Smith, man, I don't care what nobody say, because, man, I got it. Man, the stuff, man, I lay out y'all, dog, it's going to blow y'all mind, dog. This is how I think. That's why I know who I am. You can't come talking to me about that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm asking what happened from there to now. If it's more people, it's supposedly Nah, man, it was more people back. They try to make it seem like it wasn't more people with money, dog. It's less millionaires than it was back then. Why?
It's like you said, though, his story.
It's his
I mean,
story.
it's so far gone. It's so far gone. Yeah, maybe some. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like you said, his story. I don't get why we don't know that. I mean, why? I mean, any of us. How did you find it?
Bro,
Golly. I
bro,
mean,
I
it
told
could
you,
even-
I told you, I collect black memorabilia. Dog. I've been doing this shit for years. Like I really like some stuff, like I said, some stuff, it just be too disturbing of what they went through. Like you gotta go through, see what start off, you gotta go through the hateful part where you're upset. Then you gotta say, wait a minute, is this a trigger for me to hate? When I see these as a trigger, or is it something deeper than that? And then I go to start looking. And I start seeing other stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. And I start looking. I'm like, wait a minute. Like I'm telling you, I be up to when you be caught, man. When I'm up 2 or 3 o'clock, I'll go through a spell. When I'm up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just reading. I'm just reading and looking and reading, looking. I'm like, wow. Like I got so much stuff. Like if like my wife tell you, dog, I could probably put out 6 videos right now, and I guarantee it'll blow everybody's mind. It's just, but I'm just doing it. Like I said, when you can be able to do that and put the content out to give, to educate people, it's so much information. I want people to go look for that. I want people to send me. I don't want people to send me shit that ain't got nothing to do with it. This shit right here make me go and stop what I'm doing to go read. You know what I'm saying? This the shit to get me, not what somebody else doing, because what somebody else doing does, you know, what they say, what another man eat don't make you shit.
Right. But I
But if
wouldn't
I
mind.
get, oh, go ahead.
Nah, I said I just wouldn't. Man, I might go make a trip to go see that crib, man.
Yeah,
Just
it's
to look.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays is open. Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you Google the Herndon house, Black Widow, you got it. You can put that link there, and it slap it in the link for people to check it out. Tuesdays and Thursdays. The problem is, again, like everything else, like the Rector house, again, because nonprofit, you know, people only keep a half-ass up. Like I saw that house. When I saw it, I told my wife, I was like, bro, I wish I had money, bro. I'd go to them and ask them, bro, how much this costs, bro? Like, can I just, if I had a lot of money, that's what I would do. And then I would fit, and all I would do is just make sure that one is just like it was. Cause I mean, bruh, you talking about, look, dog, that's 8. He had a bathroom and 1,800. How the fuck they go from that to outhouses? This man had a fit. Come on, Mr. Smith, talk to me right now. Any other time you got something to say. Every time you come on here, you be short of words. Now, I need you. I had Marky last night. Marky's thing was brain. He was like, bro, I live like a few minutes from there. I didn't know that. Yeah. He said, how do you know this? Bro, I'm the plug.
Oh, no, I ain't short for words. I'm just sitting here just amazed that a slave became a millionaire. I wonder, do we have like descendants right now that still
more likely? Well, no,
Yeah.
he didn't. No, he didn't. Now I take that back, because remember, what happened was his son never had any kids. I think his son was on something else. You know what I'm saying? He never had, he never got married, never had kids. So the legacy ended right there. Now, if anything, it probably was something in it where they probably dispersed the money, or probably gave it to a far off relative or something like that. Who knows? Or put it in a trust fund to give to whoever last name, you know what I'm saying? The tree, you know what I'm saying?
Probably gave it to the black community. He
Probably
helped
did.
everybody. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. He never, like I say, bro, that just be amazed to me. Like, I guess it depends on what side of the map you born at. Cause I know they know that in Atlanta. Like I say, they have tours and stuff like that.
That ain't true. Cause I done asked a lot of people. I'm trying to tell you, bro, a lot of this stuff I go looking for, cause you can ask same thing. I asked my homeboy, I'm working on one right now, about this ship, the Clotilda, that's supposed to have been the last slave ship, but they ain't got no slave. Like I try to explain to him, they have ships of everything else. They got buried. I mean, listen, bro, they got towns that's buried that they did on purpose when black
Yeah.
folks had land. I'm telling you, dog. This month, I love this type of stuff. This is the stuff that I really get to show because I get to tell people. I'm not saying that slavery was not there, but I'm saying being enslaved was actually and I get it. It was a mindset. It had to been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That happened in Alabama, right? That ship, that Clotilda. That was in Alabama.
Well, yeah, and Mobile, yeah, where Africa Town, because I was gonna go this weekend to Africa Town, but I ain't going until. And I asked people that's from there, them old folks. They said they heard about it, but it was just a story.
Yeah, yeah.
But then they try to make it as in. But then when I looked at the video, it was a reporter that claimed he found the silhouette in the water. So my question was, if it was, and that video was like 5 years ago. So if the silhouette was in the water, why the hell you don't pull it up?
Yeah, my thing, and how you know that's the ship? How we know y'all
man. Come on, man. Exactly, bro. Come
on,
man.
all the ships in the water, you found the one.
Come on, man. Say, man.
Slave ships. See, they killed me with that type of stuff right there. They were like, give me the proof. Don't sit up here and tell me we all came and set 400-500 people in this bottom of the whatever. I ain't saying it didn't happen to some people.
But listen, you got to understand too. They said the Clotilda came from Nova Scotia, bro. That's Canada. Why would a ship come all the way down to get to Mobile to break down? Nigga, it would have been broke down. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah. You can't go past. Then you going through on the East Coast is salt water. So how y'all drank? How y'all was drinking?
Yeah, see, it don't make sense, do it?
Yeah,
see,
man, they can't.
I didn't ask
bro. I be telling them I'm black and slow, dog.
Yeah, man, I got in trouble in school one time, man, because I kept asking the teacher that. I'm asking white ladies, you in an all-black school, but I always had questions. Okay, why it ain't no slave ship? How come we ain't never seen not one? All we see is these pictures and these animations y'all bring up.
Yeah, the only documented one when they brought the Angolas over, which was 20 to 30 slaves, and they came into Hampton, Virginia, and they actually, and I got a person that I'm gonna show y'all is gonna blow y'all mind. That's gonna mess y'all up. One of them became a millionaire, but he came a millionaire in a whole different way. That nigga was something else, dog. He a hot mess. I might do him later on the damn night, dog. Man, you don't even know, dog. I get to reading, dog. I be telling people, and so this should be like, whoa, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Boss, what up with you? It was a lot of black men. Yeah, cross loop. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of them, dog. A lot of people don't know that, man. They got to know that, man. Ain't nobody. This man employed black carpenters. I'm just saying, like, when they go to telling the story and they narrate it, of course they're going to cut off. They be Photoshop. Yeah, what they call that whitewashing. The Photoshop is really just whitewashing. Yeah, that just
growing up, either sold dope or played sports.
Come on, man.
Not no entrepreneurs. You did what I said. You see how they push that narrative on you. All you think to do when you get older, like, if I don't make it in basketball, football, I'm gonna get me some work. I'm gonna hustle. Instead of thinking, okay, let me look at this brother over here in the left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A millionaire, born a slave.
Smoke a lot.
Slew, smoke. Big sister, Miss BTV. Big sister, Black Widow, what's happening? My apologies for not shutting y'all out. But this is mind blowing right here. This is mind blowing. It just messed me up.
Dog. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, and I'm trying to put in words what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying it's just crazy how growing up, you only feel like you got two options. I mean, me growing up, that's what I feel like. I ain't saying what they feel like now.
Real. Not now, but in the era we grew up knowing that. Just like in this era, remember now, we was the ones that pushed the dope on the dope fiends. Now the dope fiends are celebrated now. So now that keeps them sleep at the same time. All we did was they taught us how to hand it to them. So when the generation came now they doped up now. So they stay doped up, but then they go around telling them they woke. But then when you talk to people woke, the first thing they want to talk about is slave ships. Well, we were slave. And like, okay, now let's change this around. Okay, so When was enslaved? When they brought us on a slave ship, okay, then you ask the question, well, what was a slave ship? They get mad. Well, they came, and then you said, well, the Saudi Arabians did that. And then I try to tell them, and then, well, Christopher Columbus, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, he did. He discovered America. Well, no, he did when people here know the word discover back then was informant. He was a spy. Somebody sent him over here to spy. That's when they said he discovered. He did. He discovered it. He spied. He informed and went back and told them. That's why they started bringing the people over here. Just like people think that the black folks was. This is where I get myself in trouble right here, and I'm gonna break it down during this time. They think black folks was shipped from over there to over here, which indeed was not true. It was the blacks and the Indians that were shipped over there for work, and then to Spain, and then turn around and shipped back. That's why they say, but when they shipped them back as slaves. But that's a whole nother, I'm black and slow. That's a whole nother conversation that they're doing this holiday, we gonna get to work. Yeah, y'all gonna get this work. Yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't know that. So it's a lot of things that we got. Oh shit, I got somebody in the backdrop. My bad. Marky in the back. Salute, Marky.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear. Salute.
I'm on my PC right now because my phone tweaking. First and foremost, salute to Mr. Smith. What's good, big bro? What's good, Cross? Happy King Day. By the way, the 2 songs have dropped. So whenever you're, I said 2. I put a bonus one in there, Cross. So whenever you're ready to premiere it, let me know. But man, I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion on this build. So it's crazy to me from watching this situation how bro was doing all this, that, and the third. But at the same time, he was so skilled, but he wasn't good enough to go into his own barbershop and get his own services. That is absolutely crazy to me, man. That is absolutely crazy.
That's crazy. And he only had a year.
Example where you're doing the math that we're not commonly familiar with, but it just goes to show you, man, we have people really doing great things even back then. We weren't only shackled, man. We had some people really doing some great things, even at the times where it wasn't popular. You feel what I'm saying? But there were people out there that was putting in that work. They made something out of nothing.
That's real talk. Man, you know what I'm starting to think, man? I'm starting to think we wasn't shackled. We talking about a millionaire in the 1800s.
Say it again. Say it again one more time. Say it. Hold on. Say it again. Say it again one more time. Already. I
don't think we was shackled because the math is not adding up. I'm getting a headache. It's not adding up. We so shackled. Why we got this 15-bedroom house in 1905?
And it's still there now. It's still there. Don't forget, it's still there.
Just ain't right.
Exactly. He said something just ain't right.
Now I'm starting to question all that stuff. God dang. Come on, man. That's just mine.
I just say, man, that's why when
man, he left me saying at the end of the episode yesterday, man, I ain't giving y'all no game. Yeah. I'm sitting down looking at the smart board saying, damn, they never showed us this in class. Hold up. Let's rewind.
Yeah, it's messed him up yesterday. He messed him up yesterday, Smith. He was just like, wait a minute, this was here? And I said, yeah, Taft, Oklahoma. You know where that's at? He said, yeah. What's the new name of Taft? What is it called? Muskogee. I couldn't say it.
Muskogee.
See how we learning? Muskogee. That's exactly where the African descents, where they gave them the area where the Indians actually enslaved them. When the treaty came out, it was 5 tribes that they gave all land to.
Come on.
Right.
That's me thinking black and slow sometimes. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, my great grandmama Pooch, Medea, Indian woman, her mama Pooch, Indian woman. They come from Oklahoma, but I don't know the stories. I know we got some land up there that my uncle fighting because it's one of my aunties left it to my granny.
That means you're probably one of part of the 5 tribes then at that time. Your granny heritage. No, I'm telling you because based off of that, they said they gave land to them. That's why they still have the land.
Yeah. That's why I love that Cross does this, because if he can get you to think about, these, they're not really covered like famous people, but they were famous for their times. If you can recognize their stories, because a lot of times our culture, we don't sit there. We can't tell you about our great, great, great grandparents. We don't know what they was doing, but we don't even really know past our grandpa and grandma. So when you see situations like this, it makes you start wanting to go in and figure out, homie, what was going on with my family? What was they really doing? You know what I'm saying? Because these history textbooks is telling me what certain people was doing, but what was my people doing, man? Because more often than not, they probably had something going on and going strong.
Cross, I'm
Yeah,
saying
you said, and you said, hold on for a minute. Smoke a Lot said we had black British man, a cotton gin owner, 1800, but we got free. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Around the 1700s, that's why I said. And I wanted to do that again. I wanted to segue from the stink of 1858 because I knew Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith knew a lot about that. I kind of figured that. So then he was like, and then he said something that it just segued, and I'll tell you what he said. He said, y'all got to realize that's just the way it was back then. I said, oh, I'm glad he said that. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go now. He said it. He said he don't realize when he said that. I said, okay, I got him now. That's what I wanted him to say. So, because that's what the average person will say. Salute, Slugger. The average, our culture, the average person would say that. Then Mikey was like, man, you really building up in here. Then I said, I got him too. I'm gonna get him in Oklahoma. Yeah, I would get.
Stuttering, had me sounding like Doodle Bob,
Salute,
had me sounding
Shay.
like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. I was puzzled, man. Yeah. I was puzzled.
Yeah. Salute,
Hey,
Shay.
hello,
Salute, Queen.
everybody. Hey,
How you doing?
Salute, Shay. What's good?
I'm doing good. I just had wanted to come up and add my 2 cents.
Go ahead and put a couple quarters together then.
Okay. What be puzzling me? A lot of this stuff don't add up. It don't make sense. My great great grandmother's mother. They're from Atlanta. Dark-skinned woman. She actually worked for a white man at his store. And now this was back when Harriet Tubman was alive.
Yeah, we'll get
it's
in
crazy because Harriet
that one.
Tubman,
We'll get
she
in
just
that.
died in 1913 or 1919 or something like that. But
Allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah, we're gonna say allegedly.
Crowley,
like
we
I said,
thinking the same thing.
my great
No,
grandmother.
it's a difference. I know. So we're gonna do that too. We're gonna do that one too. That's a good segue too. I'm glad you said that, Shay.
But okay, my great grandmother. Now I have a picture of her. Now, when I was growing up and they was telling us about Harriet Tubman, I was believing like everybody was in rags. All the black people was tore up in rags. But I got a picture of her. She was dressed very well dressed. She wasn't in no rags. She didn't work. She wasn't getting beat or nothing. She actually worked for a white man at his grocery store. They actually had a relationship and had 4 children together.
See.
He actually left the grocery store to my great grandmother. She didn't want it. I don't know why. I haven't gotten the information behind that because I just been going back and forth with some of my family down south. We've been putting, our history together. But I did know that. I always knew that. And anytime that, any of the kids went into his store, they was able to get anything they wanted for free. Now this was back when Harriet Tubman was allegedly alive. And like I said, I got pictures of my great grandmother very well dressed from head to toe. Not only that, they had my great grandmother is mixed. Her mama is black, dad is white. I think it was against the law for them to get married, but they had a relationship, 4 children. And then my great grandmother, she actually went on and got married to a black man. And I think she had 4 more children. But the thing I wanted to point out was like me growing up, I'll be 48 in a couple of days. So me growing up, I'm thinking like all black people was just destitute, get beat up and beat over. But my family, they still had a land. Some they sold. Nobody took nothing from them. Everybody family wasn't no, excuse my language, no hoes. It did happen where people was getting they was ran off their land or scared or whatever. But damn, I forgot the other point I was it was just you know, funny to me, like the history and all this stuff. It's not really adding up. It's not making a lot of sense. Also, it's actually a point I was trying to make, but I forgot. It'll come back to me. But y'all, it's just mind-boggling, all the inventions that we've done and came up with as Black people. Here in Michigan, they got a museum called Greenfield Village. It's the Henry Ford Museum, and it had us thinking that at one point, what is it? Thomas Edison invented electricity, but it was Lattimore, the Black man. When I went to that museum, I went with my daughter's school. They was like, they even tell you in the museum, he didn't Thomas Edison didn't invent or come up with electricity. He actually just invented the light bulb, the casing that holds the electricity. They tell us that at the museum. So a lot of stuff, I just been going behind people and doing my own research.
Facts.
Just off of that, you know, but I just wanted to bring up, like, you know, my main point was just bringing up my great grandmother. Like I said, I got pictures of her. This is when Harriet Tubman was alive, and supposed to have been bringing slaves from down south to up north. And I'm like, well, my great grandmother, she worked at a store, at a grocery store. She wasn't beat up on the plantation. You know, everybody wasn't just getting beat the hell up.
Oh no.
No, Shay, that's powerful to hear further that you're able to recollect on stuff like that. Because my generation, quite honestly, we don't usually remember anything past our immediate grandparents. So what you're able to do and decipher is very, very essential. Because at the same time, we don't think that there was people working at grocery stores. I think that everybody was in chains, sad, and walking around doing this and doing that. Yeah. So it's good to hear your experience. Thank you for sharing it with us.
You're welcome, because I was up under the same impression.
Yeah, me too. That's just like with Henry Ford that you brought up. Everybody think he wrote the blueprints to the car. What was his name? Cross, the brother.
Patterson.
Remember they
from Ohio, him and his son, they invented the first car.
No, I'm saying it ain't him. It's old boy that went to Tuskegee. I cannot think his goddamn name.
You talking about Carver, George Washington?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. But you know, the first man that invented the automobile is a Black man.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it was Black all the way through.
Yeah, his name Patterson from Ohio. And Henry Ford bought the patent. Henry Ford only invented the assembly line. He didn't invent the first vehicle
at all.
I live down the street from Henry Ford's mansion.
Why y'all don't talk about the first one? But I'm saying, yeah, but I was gonna say, why don't y'all just talk about the first? They got him from the get-go, Benjamin Franklin. He's
what?
He had his own building. He was the only one. He was the only one at that time that you had to pass all your patents through. And there was a lot of inventors during that time that tried to pass their patents through. You know, whether electricity, you know, or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like even yeah. So I'll talk about that.
You know why they was able to do that, Klaus? Because at that time they consider us property. So whatever. Even though we weren't slaves at the time, we was a servant still. We still lived on their land. We still ate their food. We still took their money. So everything we'll build, let's say I go build a table that nobody's seen. But the fact I live on this man's land, he could take the patent because maybe it's his wood, maybe it's his salt. You know, so they been getting us. They're just like, man, if y'all want to go to some Black history stuff, I can go there. That's just like, you know, the clock in England, they call it the Big Ben. That's Benjamin. That's a brother. He invented that stuff. That's like these little black boy pubs. The reason they call it a black boy pub, because it was a black man that owned all that stuff. That's why it's so dark and grim and all that. Like we owned a lot of stuff. That's just like with the Italian Gators. It's like Tariq Nasheed said, ain't no alligator swimming in Italy. So where you get it from? The Moorish people, the Moorish Gators. We brought you to find silks and shoes and rings and things and chains. You did what I'm saying? we ran Spain before Queen, what was her name? Queen Elizabeth and King Ferdinand, whatever his name is. That was our stuff. You did what I'm saying, but they don't teach us.
No, they do teach us when we sit there and we watch 1858, and then you see how people with money over there living and staying in shit and don't know how to wash their bodies, and then you see over here where they got these nice cribs. Yeah, they do tell you. That's why I told you. It told me a lot when I watched that. I said, no, ain't no way in the world. My grandmama and them niggas like that would have never had no shit in the ground and all on the floors and standing right now. They would have been cleaning. If that was the case, wouldn't the slaves be cleaning to make sure that the shit, wouldn't they be doing it? But no, they was mimicking. Again, that's why England would come over to try to, quote unquote, discover stuff. But that's really the word is informant, snitch, or spy. That's just what it was.
But it's like,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm on what Shay said. You right, Shay, because
hold on, we got somebody in the building. My apologies. Dangerous Minds. Salute.
Dangerous Minds, what's happening?
Salute. This Smoke a Lot, man. This my name on this StreamYard. You heard me?
Already. All right. Salute, Smoke. So what you think, Smoke?
I'm gonna go back to multiple panels you didn't hold, like how they steal our publishing, our copyrights, our everything. You know what I'm saying? Our identity, our inventions. That's goes from when you was talking about the little young girl. They became rich at 12.
Salute, Smoke.
They took they like hid her things, and like you said, they turned her white.
Yeah. She was getting so much money, they told her she had to be white in order to get that much money.
Right.
That's crazy. Did you see that last night, Mr. Smith?
Yeah, I was watching it. You remember I was trying to get on, but I was driving.
That's right.
Hey, family, I'm going to interject real quick. I got to go ahead and head to the gym, so appreciate y'all for having me once again. Hey, I'm going to be listening while I'm working out, so happy King Day, man, and keep this great build up, and let's keep it pushing. Before y'all already say, because I already know y'all going crazy, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to continue making these theme songs as well, man. I really gave Cross the hype energy on this one, so I want y'all to get lit when you hear it, man. But with that being said, I'm finna hop up out of here. You hear me? Peace.
Salute, Mark.
Salute. And as I was saying, and the dialogue that you putting down on your content and bringing commentary, it all coincide together when you really think about
it. Mr. Smith, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. My screen was freezing. I couldn't hear nothing y'all said. That was interesting. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you sit back and you look at this, man, it's very, it's amazing to sit back and see. And I wish it was more awareness put to this. And again, if I have to be the one to try putting a little awareness, I don't mind, because it gets great conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta know that it's a little bit more to the story. If we keep believing the story, how is it that we are continuously the main providers of bringing money? Like when it comes to revenue, we are the #1 culture that brings in the most revenue when it comes to the industry. How is it that we're the #1 in a lot of things, but we the most broke down, beat up, don't know no better, criminal, outraged people in the world, but we're #1. Some don't add up. You can't be #1. You can't be winning and be a loser at the same time.
But
it doesn't make sense.
I think Smoke was finna say, well, he did say it. Man, they done took so much from us, which it ain't no excuse, because we should have the knowledge and understanding to know what we're doing, but they done took so much from us. You did what I'm saying? You can be rich one day and broke the next.
And they still doing it now. Look into all the athletes and stars that become rich. They tear them down. They break them down in an egregious way. You know what I mean? Because they don't want them to forever live with their generation wealth. Once it be tarnished, don't nobody want to buy it. Don't nobody want to purchase it. Don't nobody want you on commercials. They don't even want to see you on advertisement. It just kills your whole generation wealth.
Real talk.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's why I said when you sit back and you think about it, yeah, it's crazy, man. So yeah, 71 people in the building. Right now, what we doing is we talking about it. We building, talking about the first black millionaire in the 1800s in ATL. So we're gonna run this video back one more time. I appreciate everybody coming on the channel. And yeah, man, it's been a great bill. I appreciate y'all, dog. I really do.
I appreciate y'all for the step down.
Already.
In Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner.
Hit that like button.
He was born in 1858 in Social Circle, Georgia. He was the son of a plantation owner and a field hand. He stayed on the plantation after emancipation. He lived in the fields. He lived in a cabin with his mother and his brother Thomas. And he was able to become a sharecropper. From then, he decided to go into barbering, becoming an apprentice, and then opening up a series of barbershops here in Atlanta. The Crystal Palace was the most profitable one of the most immaculate barbershop bathhouses in the entire country. He had a full running operation with the barbershops and the bathhouses. He also purchased units of property in Vine City. He was able to establish Atlanta Life Insurance Company, which now sits on Auburn Avenue. Alonzo Herman was very respected in both the colored communities and the white communities. However, his business was located on Peachtree Street, and as a result, they had to abide by the laws of that time. So he was unable to be serviced in his own barbershop. He was unable to go through the front entrance of his barbershop. Alonzo Herndon purchased a 1-acre lot in 1905, the property into the Herndon home. 10 black craftsmen were able to work on it and have it completed by January of 1910. The majority of the design that you see as you walk through the home was designed by Adrian. He met Adrian in church. He fell instantly in love with her beauty. Once they were married, he allowed her to have that independence of being a university professor. Adrian passed for Creole and changed her name to Anne Dubignon, so she would be able to attend the Boston School of Expression. And of course, once people found out that she really was a woman of color and that she was Mrs. Herndon, she was basically banned from the stage. Alonzo was devastated when his wife died. He loved Adrian very much. Norris, Adrian and Alonzo's son, was devastated when she passed away. Alonzo had a lot of influence within the black community. Alonzo was the financial backer for the Niagara movement, which turned into the NAACP. Altogether, Alonzo had about 1 full year of formal school training. However, he was able to utilize different skills, different talents to advance and to get him where he was, the richest African-American man in the South. Alonzo passed away in 1927, leaving his second wife, Jessie, and his son, Norris. Norris went to Atlanta University for his undergraduate degree, and then he also went to Harvard School of Business for his graduate degree. Norris Herndon gave to the community as well, providing funds for civil rights activists from the Atlanta University Center. Norris did not have any children, nor did he get married, so as far as the group of Herndons who lived in the house, it pretty much ended there. The Herndons are considered success stories. The Herndon home is a tangible example of that success story and that struggle and achievement. It's just a tangible way to understand what type of hindrances they had to navigate through.
Yeah, that's deep, y'all. That's real deep.
Hey, did you hear? I ain't even catch that the first few times we watched the video. What they said that is he was the son of a plantation owner, which we probably know that. But they said
Yep.
field hand. Was they saying field hand? Is that a new slavery term without saying slave, or was that what
Well,
we
field
were?
hand is the one that worked. You know, you had the house Negro and you had the field Negro. So he was the hand. So basically, meaning as in he was the one that, like the supervisor. You know, tell him about the gun line, boss. Yeah. He tell him about the gun line, boss. What you talking about? Yeah, he was a field hand. Hop along. Yeah, Hopping Bob was a field hand. Yeah, that's what the field hand did. Yeah. He said, what? Tell him about the gun line, boss. What you say? Tell him about the gun line, boss.
You gonna make me watch Life today?
Yeah, that's my. You see him? Yeah,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Tell
That's my
about the
favorite.
gun line, bro.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
I had something good to say too. You
I had to do a little lightness on it. Yeah, that's that's hopping. Yeah, that's Hopping Bob. Yeah, that's Hopping
Well, I
Bob,
was going
dog.
to go into a deep black moment too, but nah.
Yeah, right. He was a field hand. He was a shit. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a sharecropper. Yeah, he helped hunt the runaways. That's right. Yeah, that's how your boy said it. Tell him about the gun line, ball. What'd you say now? The gun line, ball. The gun line. Yeah, the gun line, ball. Yeah, this here is Hopping Bob.
Hopping Bob.
Yeah, goddamn Hopping Bob, boy.
Bob. But look though, man, on the real though, man, that dude finessed the game like a mug. Cause you know, this is another thing. This one, like I say, whatever term they want to put on it, slave, indigenous, whatever, field hands, whatever. I just hard for me to believe that 2-3 white boys control 50 big ass. I mean, my bad, 50 big brothers. Well, man, come on.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. In some of the areas, and I'm gonna talk about it, you know, of course, you had buck breaking. You had that where they would actually take the daddy or whatever, the strongest one that had the strongest will, and would bend him over, would take a whip, would whip him till he was completely raw around his backside, and then they would sodomize him in front of everybody. They did that down. There was certain areas they did some really bad stuff to them. And then if they was too strong after that and wanted to run, that's why people don't know a lot of the male slaves, the bucks, they ran. They ran because when they used to, it was actually, people don't know, it was actually a white guy. They would hire white guys that would go to different slave plantations to break the bucks. That was his job, to go to different areas. And they would tell him that buck is in the back, and he would pull him and he would whip him. He'd pull his pants down, he'd whip him to his backside, and his butt area was completely rawed out. And then he would sodomize him in front of everybody. They actually hired the white guys back. Yeah, see what I'm saying? They actually hired those white guys.
Boy, that's cold.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't realize a lot of the male slaves ran. That's how they ran. A lot of them was willing to get killed and run. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about a lot of the men. Right. You see a lot of those movies where the men said, I can't do it no more. People thought because he worked his ass to death. If he was the one that kept running all the time, he was the buck. See, people don't know. He was the one that was getting raped by what I said. It was that people that hired white men that will only come in. They was into that because the reason why you think about it in the history book, they don't talk about it as much. And the reason why is it will be black men said. If they would have said it, that's what reality was. Buck breaking was raping. You was raping men, and so a lot of them black men, they just ran. They said, "Man, I'd rather run or get killed before I let this white man keep raping me." Or imagine being raped, imagine being whipped down your back and inside around your butt all the way down to you bleeding and raw, and then somebody sodomized you. Come on, man. That shit is crazy, man. And that's how they did back in those days. And it's just sad that they, it's a lot of things. But what I'm going to do is right now, this is called CrossFit. This is my guy, Maki. He sent it to me. And I want y'all to see what y'all think. This is one of them. And I'm going to play the bonus tomorrow, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Salute to Maki, man. It's called CrossFit. Man, we lack motivation, man. I'm here to give it back, man. At the end of the day, man, you can do what you want to do, but you got to learn to be great. I'm tired of people out here playing in the game, man. You're taking up space and opportunity. So I'm here to get this real game back to y'all. If you don't like it, get out the way, man. Because we're on a whole new era, man. And we ain't going to be stopped. Real spill. Let's get it.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit.
Hey!
And you know we finna talk shit.
Let's go.
Slow, but not slow and black. If you try to game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones in my squad.
Hey!
Alabama well posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Alabama well posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than the ocean. My drip wetter than the ocean. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride. Niggas talking shit, but we gon' thrive. Got the viewers running up another line. Can you hear me though? Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, I'm out of CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit, represent the truth. And you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game, that shit will not last.
Hey!
Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said,
this the vibe everybody wanted. Facts!
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job.
Don't try, y'all.
Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones.
Yeah, we're gonna play out just a little snippet. Hold on. Hold on. Rewind. Hey man. Nowadays, man, we lack motivation, man. We taking over in 2023. It's the Plug Podcast. Y'all got us fucked up. Learn to be great. I'm tired of people out here playing in the game, man. I told you, Mr. Smith, I'm tired. So I'm here to get this real game back to y'all. If you don't like it, get out the way. 120 people in the building. Y'all hit that like. And we ain't gonna be stopped. Real spill.
Real spill.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth. And you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones in my squad. Alabama well posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Alabama well posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride. Nigga talking shit, but we gon' thrive. Got the viewers running up another live. Can you hear me though? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, hey. CrossFit, all shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow, but not slow and black. If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon.
Let's go.
Don't you try to stop my job.
Don't stop it.
Get this bill. Only real ones.
That's a little razzle down. Little razzle down. Put some. Yeah. We doing it like that, Miss Fiddle. I told you, dog. They trying to kill 122 people in here. Salute to Mikey. Salute to Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Young king for King's Day.
Look, bro, you cease to amaze me every time, boy. Oh, I like that crumb, but we can play that in the club. Me and Cross might need to throw some man-mans behind you, man. God dang me, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I told you. Sometimes, hey, look, sometimes it's good to be a background dancer. I told you I'm trying to show you my steps and moves. But yeah, you want to be and grab the mic like goddamn David Ruffin sometimes. Sometimes it's all right to stand in the background. Yeah, you don't got to be David Ruffin all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't be all abusive and come off like that. People gonna think you crazy when you got a good voice. Yeah, you got a good voice. You can't just come off like David Ruffin. See what I'm saying? Hold on, Mikey said the bonus has some crazy references. You know what, Mikey? You might be right.
Mikey,
so I'm gonna get him just a snip. Hold on.
Hold
on. I might just get let me get him a snip big. Let me give him a snip big, Mikey. I won't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it for you. For you, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna play a snip big. It ain't gonna get it all. Yeah.
Man, you know what it is, man. King, what you gotta say?
Let's go, y'all.
Yeah, real shit, real life. Here we go. Hey,
tell them about me, Mikey.
Like Cross, I'm a motherfucking boss.
Hey.
And you know I got the sauce.
What?
I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost.
Beat it, nigga.
Chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus.
Come on.
23, and you know I rock my chain.
Come on.
Boy, I'm grown. I ain't trying to play no games.
Never.
Doing what we want and we doing what we claim.
Hey. Just a little razzle down, y'all. I can't give it to you. Yeah. I can't get Yeah, I can't give it all to you.
Mikey, boy, you know how to body rock that beat, boy. You know how to body rock and ride that beat.
Shout out to my young king, dog. I told you, we background dancing in the back. Salute to Mikey. Oh, Mikey, we gonna get it, Mikey. I'm gonna put it on there. We gonna drop it. We gonna drive it like it's hot. Oh, that's
Mikey. I'm the SoundCloud friend. It's on SoundCloud. It's on
SoundCloud.
I got you on SoundCloud. Don't worry.
There you go.
That was nice. That was real good.
What? It was nice? You sure that was nice?
That was, I like what he said. I'm just playing.
Shay said it was nice. 122 in the building. Let's go, y'all. I feel like what?
I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce.
Yeah.
I do.
I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through
Kick
your
rocks.
like I'm goddamn Santa Claus.
Hey.
2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown. I ain't trying to play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim.
Yeah, a little razzle dazzle.
God dang. Play the song, Mikey.
I'm gonna play it later, dog. That's for later. That's gonna be that's my songs, dog. That's when we start. So you better get in here. You can get crunk. We gonna play it back, dog. Yeah, I just had to give y'all a little sneak peek, dog. Hey, man, it's going up for here, man. Like we say, it's getting bigger and bigger, dog. It's getting
That's what we
bigger.
need. There's some new fresh rap because all this taking perks and peeing on girls, that ain't it no more. I'm so sick of that.
Now we got some. Yeah, I'm gonna follow them on time. I just got do that. Hey, you gonna bump that? Hey, come on, you gonna bump that? It's about your boy Cross. Okay, let's get it jumping in the club then. Shit, I might have to go out. Me and Mikey might have to go out and shit. I might have to bring Mr. Smith and we might have to go on tour and goddamn, I might, hey, what you talking about? Mikey, Mikey, you know we doing the video, right? You already know that. We already talked, so the video's got to be done. Yeah, we got to do the video. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tabernacle on that one, dog. Yeah, tabernacle on that. Yeah, we gonna get that one right there.
Mikey body rock that beat. He know how to buy it. I see what you're doing, Mikey. Okay. I see a little Texas in you too, baby.
I called Mikey. Look, I had talked to Mikey a couple weeks. I said, listen here, bro. Like, I'm one of the most street ass nigga. I need me something, nigga, that's gonna make a nigga goddamn want to pull out some money, goddamn pull something out on a nigga. He's like, I got you. I was like, yeah, buddy. He came up with some headbangers, dog. Hold on, let me see. Let's play this one. I like this one too. We gotta play
Mikey
this
one. Freestyles. Oh yeah, Mikey. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey.
Give it back. At the end of the day, man, you can do what you want to do, but you got to learn to be great. I'm tired of people out here playing in the game, man. You take enough space and opportunity. So I'm here to get this real game back to y'all. If you don't like it, get out the way, man. Because we're on a whole new era, man. And we ain't going to be stopped. Real spill. Let's get it.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. CrossFit, all shit, hop up in the mosh pit, represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit.
Nah, they ain't ready for the whole song. That's the night. That's the night, Mike.
If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said,
hey, this the vibe that everybody wanted.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't you try to stop my
Yeah,
we finna get this bill. Only real ones in my squad.
Shout out Alabama, 256 205, stand up.
Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Alabama where I'm posted. Mad cause you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride. Niggas talking shit, but we gon' thrive. Got the viewers running up another live. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, what y'all fuck niggas talking about? Hey, what the fuck niggas talking about? None.
CrossFit, all shit, hop up in the mosh pit, represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit.
Yeah, shout out to the Midwest, shout out South Bend, Indiana, shout out my brother, shout out Benton Harbor. Yeah, shout out to 8090 Highway, D-Town in this bitch. Yeah, it's the Plug Podcast.
I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted.
They want it,
marathon, not a sprint.
They want it. I told them they wanted it. I told you I'm gonna give them to it.
Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones.
Yeah, Mr. Smith. Only one of the real ones in my spot. Yeah, real spill.
You say they talking shit, but we gonna drive. We gonna drive. Boy, you just don't know,
on,
boy.
Man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Today. I want to take
tabernacle. Yeah, you know I'm always down for a joy ride.
Mikey,
Yeah. I'm tabernacle. That's why I had him. Yeah. That's my young king right there, dog. I told you. Yeah, it's a hit, dog. We finna shut it down, Mike. We going on. We finna go on tour. We finna do a lot of shit. Yeah. Hold on, Mikey, so we can run this number up. Hold on, y'all, because I know I'm a teaser, dog. Look. I know I'm a teaser. Black Widow said the bone is tight. Black Widow hit a whole beat too. Yeah. She gonna hit a whole. That's gonna be the new jump. Yeah, let's go.
K, what you gotta say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, Hype Cross in the building. Let's go.
I feel like Cross, I'm a motherfucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell you fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus.
All the time.
And you know I rock my chain. Nigga,
all the time.
I ain't trying to play no games.
All the time.
And we doing what we claim.
All the time. Woo! Boy, you gonna have me jump up. Boy, I'm finna go. Boy, you gonna make me cook some shit back. Boy, fucking around with you, boy. You gonna make a nigga relapse in the game, boy. I told him, man, I told him we finna shake this whole thing up, bro. I told you, Mr. Smith, you gotta listen to your big bro, dog. It's a different game, bro. I'm on a whole nother. We in this bitch like Buzz Lightyear in this bitch. Yeah. I come back to come get niggas. Yeah. I already been in the future. I've come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, real time, Mr. Smith. You seeing it in real time now. Every time I tell you in what? Real time, don't it? Cause I ain't got time. What I tell you, I can buy a watch, but what?
Can't buy time.
So when I do it, it's gotta be in real time. Yeah, we got bangers, dog. We finna get some bangers in this bitch, dog. Thank you, bro.
I like that. I like that. I like how
he rap me well, dog. That's me right there, Mikey. You hit me right on the head. Like you did the damn thing, bro.
Good representation, man. Not only for Cross, for yourself.
Yes.
Goddamn. You're a good representation, man. You one of a kind.
Yeah.
I think I would have been you if I would have been the good guy. God dang.
Yeah.
So talking about it make me wish, god dang, well, I just didn't say sports.
Yeah, we got that one. We got a bonus. We got the other Cross. He got the album, working on the album. Yeah, we working on the album, dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk shit and swallow spit, dog. Shit,
boy
man.
Hey, I started laughing. They say we black and slow. We not slow and black. I say, oh,
on,
okay.
Man. Yeah. He used all my reference. Yeah, he used all my references. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, he a student of the game, man. I respect that. Yeah, he said Cross brought that energy out, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, see, I can get people to drop some crazy shit. Boy, you just don't. Boy, wait. You just wait. That's why I try to tell you, dog. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay focused, young grasshopper. Stay focused, dog. Because you know, I tell you, my time, and we ain't gonna go into that because everybody don't need to hear that. But I tell you, dog, I'm always working. Like you tell me, how the hell you always able to do all this, bro? I don't know. I don't waste no time, bro. I don't waste no time.
Nah, cause shit, nigga might die tomorrow. Yeah, every day need to be a livable. Every day need to be a livable moment.
That's it.
Everybody need to be a stain on everybody's brain.
That's right. Yeah. That's why I be telling you. Yep.
He ain't slick.
You know it. I already know. You ain't telling that. You ain't telling somebody that don't know you already know. That's what I'm saying. You ain't telling me. But on that note, we gonna play my outro because I like teasing people. Because outro, we gonna play. we gonna play that little bit.
You just gonna stun, huh?
Yeah, I feel like it. I told you every now and then. Is it okay?
I want to keep jamming.
Yeah, see, you ready to jump in the
What you
Well, then,
mean?
okay, then, well, fuck it then. Hold on. Well, then, listen to me talk that shit then. We like motivation, man. I'm here to give it back, man. At the end of the day, man, you can do what you want to do, but you got to learn to be great. I'm tired of people out here playing in the game, man. You taking up space and opportunity. So I'm here to get this real game back to y'all. If you don't like it, get out the way, man. Because we're on a whole new era, man. Appreciate you, Mikey. You know that. Real spill. Let's get it.
It's the Plug Podcast. Fuck you, man. You already know what's going on, nigga. CrossFit. Oh shit. Hop up in the mosh pit. Represent the truth. And you know we finna talk shit. I play black and slow. But not slow and black. You try to run some game. That shit will not last. Dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me. I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said, this the vibe that everybody wanted. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Nope.
Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill.
About to get it, Mr. Smith. I'm trying to tell you.
Alabama, where I'm posted.
What?
Ain't got motion. Niggas
What?
softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean. Alabama, where I'm posted.
What?
Back you ain't got motion. Niggas softer than lotion. My drip wetter than the ocean.
What?
Comment and subscribe.
Please.
Yeah, I'm with Cross, we finna ride.
All the time.
Niggas talking shit, but we gon' thrive.
We gon' drive,
We
nigga.
was running up another line. Can you
All the
hear me
time,
now?
nigga.
Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey.
Say, man.
Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, hey,
Hey.
I'm out of CrossFit, oh shit, hop up in the mosh pit, represent the truth, and you know we finna talk shit.
All the
I play black and
time.
slow, but not slow and
Slow and black.
If you try to run some game, that shit will not last. Very woke and dope without the nonsense. Mine is very me, I'm in my conscience. Disregard the hate inside the comments. Plug your heart and make you start to form it. This the vibe that everybody wanted. I said,
It's this vibe that everybody wanted.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Shout out Nip.
Don't you try to stop my job. Yeah, we finna get this bill. Only real ones.
Only the real ones. Only the real ones.
Can't nobody steal it, Mikey.
Yeah, y'all. You see
Get
what I'm
an elbow
saying?
to the-
All the
We love
time. Yeah, we're gonna play both full songs tonight, man, when we get back on here to build, man. I appreciate my little bro, Mr. Smith. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Maki. He already know. Again, man, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better, man, look here, dog. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all again. He said it for me. I told him, make sure, man, we black and slow, but not slow and black. Don't come around here fucking around. That's where you lack.
And then we might get it. Might have to take a drive. Like
Yeah,
Mike. I didn't say it, Mikey said it.
I didn't say it, dog. Mikey said it for me, dog. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying I'm black and slow. That's all I know, dog. You know what I'm saying? I try. Mr. Smith used to tell me, Mr. Smith said, you got to quit saying that. No. We going to let Mikey say it. Mikey going to say it for me moving forward. Yeah, at the beginning of every time you step in and wipe your feet at the door.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. So, Mr. Smith, I'm glad, man. Now, Mr. Smith, was this another beautiful one? Did we do our thing today again?
Well. I'm gonna tell you right now. We had this conversation all the time, but so you know and I know what I'm finna say.
Ain't this a bitch? Oh shit, y'all.
Hold on, now I gotta give a whole nother speech before I give you the speech I'm supposed to give you that you always hear. See, appreciate you bringing stuff like that, enlightening stuff, millionaires, black millionaires with 15-bedroom house in Atlanta. Now I know why Atlanta got millionaires the way they do, because he was the first. Oh, Mr. Such and Such did it down the street. Oh, I can do it too. Yep. I just hate that I didn't learn it, you know. But anyway, this was the best bill. This was my favorite one. Once again, I say it every once, 2-3 weeks. Goddamn. What you want me
That's
to
all
say?
right. That's already. I appreciate it.
You talk about like millionaires, a slave. Then, like you said, then daddy just supervisor, man. What you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
Then I break it down on a hustle standpoint, on some street stuff. He never said he wasn't black. Y'all thought he was white.
Yeah.
And he played on y'all and won. God dang it, it gets no better than that. It gets no better.
He did, and then the whole look, and then the whole time he feeding the culture. He taking the money from them. That's why the old folks say two black folks ain't got no business talking to each other. Like CW say, two black folks ain't got no business talking to each other unless they going across the railroad tracks to get that man money. And that's what they used to do back in the day. They used to get them folks money.
And I'm gonna say this: if y'all see that man that he did that for the black community in them times, and we're in 2023. And if you can go to the mall and buy Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Ferragamo, don't get me wrong, I got some of that stuff too. But now I don't wear none of that. If it ain't black, it's whack. God dang, straight up.
Right.
Right. I ain't trying to be funny. Y'all know I got a white girl. God dang. But we wearing black clothes.
But you saying it just what you just know. What you're saying is make the playing field even. That's all. Ain't nothing nobody saying if you like that stuff. That's what you like. But at least we need to stop just focusing all on one side, and then the other side. When it comes to our stuff, we talk shit and we do all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, is we all trying to. Somebody took a chance on somebody. You see what I'm saying? And we got to get back to that because that's what they did back in the days. They took a chance on them. Like I said, back in our days, you go hire a nigga to go do carpentry, niggas to try to run game on you. He didn't do that. He told them, I'll hire y'all. I'm going to pay y'all good. Y'all do the work. And they did the work. In the house, obviously the work, listen here, this was so deep. Obviously the work was so good. It's living this long. It ain't tore down.
We took pride in our work. That's why. And I'm just my stupid butt. I'm thinking in a different way. Look, man, you see I can hustle the game, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to pass a test like me, nigga, whatever. I mean, my bad. But look, you go get this. I'm gonna pay for it. You pay me what you owe me, then I'm gonna run the bag up on you. That's why I wasn't number black people. I can just imagine the conversations.
They was laughing. That's what made them other folks mad. They was laughing, dog. Everybody getting money.
Yeah, man. Getting money, man. I can just imagine, because look how we think now. We think how we think. We got it from somewhere. Our ancestors, you don't think they talk how we talk? They just talk different. Yeah. And just imagine the rituals.
But what they did was, even the ones, everybody had a plan. Think about when you look at the old school ways in the South too, they still got the same hustle, but it's not advanced. Like for instance, you know that on Sundays or somewhere where ain't nobody going to get no drink, you can go down to the bootlegger, go get some liquor, and they cooking plates, or you can buy a plate. People buy plates all day. It's people hustling, but they don't know how to invest and take it to that next level. Because what happens is when we invest, say for instance, you selling plates, right? You the known hood person selling plates, and you go buy a building. Oh, ain't no nigga coming to the building. They gonna keep calling you.
They gonna hate
tell you to bring them to plate. Well, I ain't on it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because it's hatred, bro, and we got to quit giving excuses to the white man, because at this point, we know what we doing. You did what I'm saying? Even me, when I go on my charades, I know what I was doing when I did it. So we got to start taking accountability, even me and whoever else watching. Because we talking about people that live in days where you couldn't even walk on the same side of the street as a white person. Did y'all hear what he said? Allegedly, he couldn't go in his own barbershop. But
no, he could go in. He can go in there. He couldn't get his hair cut, but he had to go through the back. He had to go around the back, but he still owned it. Think about it. It's like an oxymoron. That's why I said some of it don't make sense. So you telling me at nighttime, this big ass place, he had a saloon, he had a bar, everything in there, that he couldn't go in the back and cut his hair. That's allegedly, what I'm saying. Allegedly.
Allegedly, let me say this. You think them white folks cared that he came in there? They in that
Come
shop
on,
for
man.
I don't
They
think he
getting that.
went through no back door. I think he walked
Come
straight
on.
through the front. This is my spot.
Come
Now
on.
what?
You just said.
I'm a millionaire,
Well,
man.
no, you just said he was, but he was able to finesse them because you said he could have been because they consider him as white. So why would he go through the back door when they consider him? See, that's why I tell you have to listen to what people say, because a lot of times there's truth, but then they got to alter it with the little lie. But the truth can't be. You can't tell me if that was the case. Why was there never no record of them burning down his building?
Thank you. That was gonna be my next thing. Never got to this day. I was gonna bring that up too. Never still standing right now. We can go visit it, right?
Yeah,
like
well,
when
you
I
can
get
visit the house. You can visit the house,
the
not the barber shop, but yeah, the house. Yeah, and the insurance building is still there too.
Yeah, I want to go see that, man. Like this type of stuff I like how that black memorabilia you got.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Real spirit.
I love that stuff, man. I love that history, especially, and I love history more. The reason I was so tongue-tied is because I didn't know it.
Oh, I knew that. I told you, you'd be like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
I was mind blown. You dig? I'm like, hold on. Because now I got 1,000 thoughts going through my head. Now I done put myself in a situation. But what if I would have known about him? Maybe I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now, or however it go. You dig what I'm saying? Well, maybe it wouldn't be that much hatred.
Yeah, but the thing about it, well, what happens is you start lessening more and you start questioning more. You know what I'm saying? So like myself at the age I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at, that's why I get mad when us as a culture go against each other and we don't even know why we going against each other. So we entertain it and then we ask ourselves why we can't come to a resolution. It's because, again, everybody's program different. But then as an individual, when you try to bring stuff together and it don't work, you start asking yourself, why can I not? Instead of blaming the family, you go all the way back. And then all you got to do is, if you walk up these videos I showed you the last 2 days and ask people, did they know these names? They don't know these names, bro.
But they can tell you who Tookie Williams is, who Raymond Washington is.
See?
They can tell you who Benjamin Franklin is and who George Washington is. Including me. I didn't know that before. You know, I didn't know about the black millionaire. And I pride myself learning stuff like that. And this right here, I'm learning stuff black people across seas, but I ain't even looking at the hometown. The hometown considers all 50 states. We in America. 51 if you want to count Puerto Rico. But anyway, it's crazy how we can find out knowledge about there. Like they'll give us a little game, but like you said, they do tell us. But our minds can't fathom that. But our minds can't fathom that. It's because we've been told this so much. Not even just, I ain't forget the white man. Take the white man out of it. I'm talking about by our own black people.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
Because I get tired of hearing people say the white man. Come on, man. It's too many rich black people right now. So the white man keep holding you down and you gonna keep letting them? What you want them to do? Kneel on your neck like they did George Floyd and you become this, that, and the other and then say you told me? How you gonna say you told me when you did? Or how can you tell anybody? That's why I say this stuff be fake, man. They need to tell the truth. I don't be wanting to hear all that stuff all the time. Tell us about like what you talk about. Maybe that would make a change, but sometimes it takes one person to change everybody.
Facts.
And you've been ordained.
Could be. Who knows, man? I just, like I said, I read a lot. I just be wanting to give out info to people, man. Just let them know stuff I know, because people be amazed. They think I just be on here just to be talking. I'm not. I tell people, go look into it. I trust them to go look into it because I read. I ain't just on here to be making up no shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I ain't no, people gonna, as the time go, they'll just see as the time grow, they're gonna be like, damn, this dude really none of my videos on no dumb shit. I'm not gonna do it. I just don't got the time.
Get them dummies, big. Never mind.
Nah. But yeah, go ahead and you can out it out, man, and then I'll get with you offline, Mr. Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody. Big sister, Black Widow, Miss BTB TV, King, Ja, Mikey, dropping that dope music. Shay jumping on her. You know, Scott was cracking. Boss, you already know. And the number one guy, the man of the hour, who always seem to stain my brain when I feel like I know it all. See, that what makes a good friend. When you think you know it all, and then you still learn from somebody else, because you ain't always the smartest person in the room. And if they give you some game, listen, just like that black millionaire gave his people the game, the carpenters.
Facts. And it was the one, and it was the ones that didn't listen that didn't get the game. But he gave game.
Oh, he gave a lot of it. You could tell he looked like a fly player. Look. Hey, salute to big bro, man, the plug.
Already.
We all plugged in through him. Salute, peace.
Peace. Man, salute to everybody, man. We had another great bill, man. Salute to the people, kings and queens that came on the panel. Happy King Day, Martin Luther King. His birthday was the day another person that put a stain into the history. But again, there's other people, and we're going to continue to build. I appreciate y'all, man, to keep rocking with your boy, man. And we're going to continue to do great things, man. Always strive to be greater than you was yesterday. Peace.